and we don't stop, and we don't stop.
These are not the way that I feel. Your love is genuine and real.
Last week on Jekalyn's Music Box. Kelly, what's up, sis?
Hey, bro.
We don't stop.
These are not the way that I feel. Your love is genuine and real. Anything you say, I will. Every time I call, you're always on time.
I have some legends in my family. My mother is a queen, and she is one of my favorites, Dr. Jekalyn Carr. And of course, she is a sister of the Clark sisters.
Sometimes we cry and we don't know why. And we fail, but we never try. And life gets overwhelming.
That pedigree also extended from my grandmother, Dr. Maddie Moss Clark.
Oh, Mama, thank you. You've been away from me.
So that's where I come from. I was 9 years old on my mom's debut record.
If God says go, if God says go.
What kind of pressure, and if any?
There was a lot of pressure. Just them being parents, like forget about the names and the influential spaces that they sit in.
All right, now you do what I do. It may be.
They just wanted their children to be great.
Oh, in love.
Outside of the healthy pressure, because there are healthy pressures, you know, that come from your village, which I always say the village is not just for the child, it's for the adult as well.
Absolutely. Coming up next on Jekalyn's Music Box. How can people reach you and follow you?
I made it easy for you all. It's at Jekalyn Carr on everything. JEKALYNCARR with the blue check mark.
Come on, blue check mark.
I mean, you know, I have to say that because people was like, the fake pages was reaching out to them, and I'm like, ma'am, this page got 2 followers.
Today, we have the distinct honor of introducing a true trailblazer, a shining star in gospel music, and a multi-talented entrepreneur. This remarkable artist began her professional singing journey at an incredibly young age, just 15 years old. Fast forward less than a decade, and Jekalyn Carr has risen to become one of the top-selling independent recording artists in gospel music today. Her accolades speak volumes about her undeniable talent and passion for her craft. With 6 Stellar Award wins, 4 GMA Dove wins, 5 Grammy Award nominations, and 2 Billboard Music Award nominations, her music has touched the hearts of millions around the world. From 10 Billboard #1s to 6 #1 digital singles, her chart-topping success is a testament to her unwavering dedication. Beyond the music, Jekalyn's impact extends far and wide. She has been featured by Forbes, highlighting her brand from music to her own beauty skincare line. She was named one of EBONY Magazine's coveted Power 100, recognizing her as one of the most influential people in the world. And as a remarkable honor, Jekalyn received the Lifetime Achievement Award from President Joe Biden. Her talent and accomplishments know no bounds. She is the first gospel artist to be inducted into the Women's Songwriters Hall of Fame, and her influence has led her to be a sought-after speaker, conference host, and even a radio personality. Jason's dedication to uplifting voices in the industry make him the perfect fit for this momentous occasion. Join us now as he dives into the extraordinary career and witness firsthand the indomitable spirit, passion, and artistry of Jekalyn Carr.
Are you ready for one of the most exciting, fun Jekalyn's Music Box music shows on the SSC Network?
I believe God makes a way. I believe God restores.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to J. Clay's Music Box, and I'm super excited. Let me tell you something. She bit me today. She tried to dress like me on my show. I don't know how this happened. But ladies and gentlemen, won't you welcome to J. Clay's Music Box, Jekalyn Carr. Y'all, what's up?
Everything, how are you?
I'm doing great. You are probably one of the busiest people I've ever seen. I know you're busy because you're sitting in the car, literally getting DoorDash, taking time out of your schedule to be on J. Clay's Music Box. I thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your new single.
Yes, I Believe God is actually released to radio.
I believe God. I believe God makes a way. I believe God restores. I believe God opens doors. Oh.
This song it means so much to me because anybody who knows me knows that I don't want to just read about what God did. I want to experience Him. And I honestly, when I do my research and I read His Word, anytime someone had an encounter with Him, had a supernatural encounter with God, you could tell because there was change. There was evidence. And so through this song, I want the people to experience evidence. I'm beyond just singing about the God of miracles. I want to see Him perform. I want to see Him do things that will literally help us to understand who He is, even on a greater level. And not only that, but I'm really believing God with people, you know, because I know how sometimes it can feel when you feel like you're in a fight by yourself. Yeah. You know, you feel like you're believing God by yourself. But with this song, you know, and you know me, you know, I love words. So, of course, if you know word, you'll hear me quoting it and just understanding that God will literally answer you by whatever you need. Right. You know, as long as you have the faith to believe, He'll answer you about what you need. And so that's what this song is all about. Just really knocking on heaven's door. And God is literally sitting back waiting to perform. He's like, listen, just give me a chance. Yeah. Give me a chance to be who I am. And so that's why I believe God means a lot.
I love it when artists tap into what the Lord wants to say in different moments. And you're one of those artists. You're not looking for a hit song. You're looking for what God is speaking in these moments. And that's very important. Very important.
Yeah, it's amazing you say that because my family, we were just having that conversation. Everything that God has given me to release, even to radio singles, everything, it has literally strictly been by what God wants to release through me. And I can release what I want, but the thing is that what His people need. You know, and sometimes it may not sound like that. It may not sound like the trend. It may not, you know, but I feel like, and this is for anybody who's listening, and maybe you are in the process of releasing something. If God tells you that this is what you need to release, I promise you, He will not drop you. It may not be what the next person did or sounds like, or this and that and the third, but as long as you're in obedience, God is going to bless, because that's really what causes the blessing to be activated over your life, over your music, over your ministry. So as long as you're obedient, God is going to bless it.
Come on, preacher. My God, today. give away all of your secrets and all of your gems. Let's talk about, is there going to be a Jekalyn clothing line coming anytime soon?
Maybe a while back I started working on it, but then everything, it was just so much happening at once.
Yeah.
And so I'm just very big on like doing things in the right time. And if it comes back around, it comes back around. If not, I'm not going to sweat it. My biggest thing is, to keep slaying for Jesus. And,
how you do it? What's the motion?
For Jesus. Because, I just think it's very important that we know it is okay for you to look good. We serve the best.
Absolutely.
And so he wants us to look our best and to represent him well, and so being able to share that and just show that it can be done in a classy way.
Absolutely.
It's a big goal of mine.
Yeah. And you do it classy, and you do it right, and you keep the people wondering.
Coming up next on Jekalyn's Music Box.
And all of that, definitely my father. Worked in corporate America. He was a manager. Every job that he had. One thing I love too is he is one of those that yes, I'm here to help you, but you're going to know about your business type of vibe.
Absolutely.
And so even with contracts and just different things of that nature. So from the beginning, he taught me that. And that's why I don't play now. Not just
No, listen, y'all. You heard it here on Jekalyn. Listen, Jekalyn does not play.
Back with more, y'all. Don't turn that down.
Required that you do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly wherever I'm showing up in this world. Let's check out what's going on here, because God is addressing, here it is, structures. I gotta quote you, Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson says, if you have a size 10 foot, but you're forced to wear a size 8 shoe, you're in pain because of a structure. Your problem is not how big your foot is. Your problem is how small and unjust the structure is. Preach, Jesse Jackson. Jesse Jackson says we're in a nation where too many people are suffering and in pain because we've got a structural issue. And what Jesse also goes on to say is that a lot of us as preachers, we preach about the sin within, but we never address the sin we live in. A lot of us can preach about sin within, but don't you know there is sin we live in? Injustice is a sin we live in.
about, because I saw you in Forbes. So let's talk about Jekalyn Beauty.
That was just, I was like, I hit up my team and basically was saying that they wanted to feature me in Forbes. And I'm just like, wait, who? Like, what? You know, and it's amazing to me because when I had the vision for Jekalyn Beauty, now, first, I've always loved all things beauty, skincare, makeup, all that. But again, the right timing. And so we started at the end of 2018. They started to go to work in 2019, like the end of 2019. And then the pandemic hit in 2020, right? So it kind of like made us really have to go back to the drawing board. And I would say up front, at first I was a little discouraged because it's like, okay, now God, you gave me the green light to, you know, go ahead with this business, and then this happens, but then I have to remember he ain't never dropped me. So my first lunch from Jekalyn Beauty was my fragrances, Jekalyn for her, Jekalyn for him, in 2021.
I need to let's stop real quick because I don't have the Jekalyn for him. So I need you I need you to send me that.
Jekalyn for him.
Yeah, like quit playing. Like seriously.
Right.
Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yes. And so that was the first lunch. It sold out twice, right? Mind you, now, you know, when you sell out once, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
But then you sell out twice, it's like, wow. You know what I mean?
So, okay, hold on, go back. So what's the first wow? What's the first wow? Give me the first one.
The first one is like, wow.
Okay.
And then the second one is like, wow.
Okay, so it's more of a tilt.
Right. And so it was just, the moral of the story is, it's been going amazing, and to just see how people loved it. And my biggest thing, I released my skincare and hair care line at the beginning of 2022. But my biggest thing was I wanted to release quality product.
Yeah.
For me, I don't want to just attach my name to something because I know me. You know, by me loving things beauty, I know how I am when it comes to buying product that I can't use.
Right.
So my goal was to give people quality product that I use, that I've gotten results from, and people love it.
That's tight because people don't realize you do your own makeup. You know, if you follow you on Instagram, you actually use your products. You're not just saying buy this and you use something different. And I think that's really dope. Do you consider your beauty line another form of ministry as well, to reach out? You know,
of course, you know, he who wins souls so wise. So I think I think it's definitely another form, and of course when you're my vision.
Oh, bigger.
My vision for my business, especially Jekalyn Beauty, for me is even outside of the four walls.
Right.
You know, God had to reveal that to me. Church is your foundation. There are places that I would take your gift and what you do, you know what I'm saying, that is beyond church. And so you have to walk with me. You have to let me give you the strategies. And so when people Google you, they're like, oh, this is a Black female Christian that's behind this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but it's reaching people, and it's like gives them that confidence that, hey, if she can do it, I know I can do it. You know,
you're reachable. You really care about people.
The motive has to be about the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if the motives are not, that's where competition comes in. And you know, and even when people like say different things on social media and things of that nature, my first thing that thought in my head is, you can't compete with somebody that's not competing with you. That's not a competition.
It sure
you know?
isn't.
And so for me, it's always about the assignment. You know, we're all on the winning side. One goal. So whether you're doing it this way and you're reaching people, and I'm doing it this way and I'm reaching people, again, we all have one goal. As long as we're reaching people, that's what matters.
Let's talk about the lineage of how you started your love for music with your family and with your ministry.
So I've always loved music ever since I was a little girl. I come from a singing family, actually. My mom and her sisters, they sang, their category was quartet. Yeah. And I just was that little girl that every time I turned around, I was singing something. I traveled with my mom, actually, because, you know, I had one of those moms where she wasn't leaving her kids. You know, I was with her every step of the way. I was 5 years old, right? And the choir was singing, but they were singing off key. And I gave them their correct keys. So that was kind of like the start of everything, because it was an eye-opener. You know, me being able to distinguish my keys and things of that nature at a young age. And so, and I think the beauty of my journey is being able to work with my family, being able to work with people that has my best interest at heart. You know, I've heard so many stories where people are having to change managers, change teams every 2 years, you know, and so to be able to say I have some people that care about me even beyond what I do, you know, my gift, I find that to be very amazing. And it's just been beautiful. We write together, just everything.
Who has been your biggest inspiration in both being an artist and an entrepreneur?
My family, like literally everybody in my family can sing on my mom's side. When it comes to the mindset, the business mindset, definitely my father. He is one of those that, like, yes, you know, I'm here to help you, but you're going to know about your business type of vibe. Absolutely. You know, and so even with contracts and just different things of that nature. So from the beginning, he taught me that.
You know, young artists and young entrepreneurs, young ladies especially, it's important for you to hear that coming from somebody that has been as successful as you. You know what I mean? In your own right. You have to know, you have to learn, and you have to study so that you read the fine print, so that you know what you're signing and you know what you're getting into, so that you can make proper decisions to help further your career. Let's talk about the success of your radio show as a part of your ministry.
Yeah. Atlanta's inspiration station, Praise 102.5. This is Jekalyn Carr's Family Affair.
I am with Radio 1, Praise 102.5, I believe. So it's almost 2 years. I look at it as another way to minister and to give people hope, because that's what the show is all about. It's all about inspiration and how things have just taken off with the show has been so beautiful. Like, people, they love it. Being able to be reachable with the people in another way is beautiful.
That's super tight. So the Lifetime Achievement Award.
I was shocked again. A lot of things, especially in 2022, a lot of things happened for me that I was not even expecting at all. Like, I mean, like, it's just like a wow. You know what I mean?
Is it the second wow?
It's the second one.
Okay.
You know?
He's got a plan and it is good. I mean, I know the how, and I know the who. Talk to the Lord above. Every day, blessings on blessings come my way. It's about the end. It's a part of me. Yeah. Ain't nothing else I can say.
being comfortable with whatever the Lord wants to do in those different seasons in your life. You know, understanding that there's different moments, and if he's not moving as fast as you want him to, that does not mean that he's not moving.
Exactly.
And at the times when you're not focused on, like you said, when you're not focused on the accolades and the things that, you know, the charts and all of that, he does that stuff for you because you focus on the people and the main thing, which is him. You know, and I think that that's amazing about you and your ministry. You really do care. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna say that over and over again. You do not let the things that the Lord is doing in your life go to your head. And I appreciate that about your ministry, about you, and how you carry yourself as a woman of God. And I'm grateful for your ministry and what the Lord is doing in you. And the sky's the limit for the next season of your life.
But thank you for having me, and thank you for working through my schedule. It's been a lot going on.
Now, listen, I tell everybody, like, she's not fake busy. She's really busy. Follow her on Instagram. You see she's in a different city every other night. She's about God's business, but she's about her business as well.
Amen.
Amen. And it's wow. And then it's two different wows. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Tell him what's up here. He's not in the control all night long.